What is up, everybody? My name is John. I'm here with Aaron Kushmakov, and today we are on the 10-8 podcast where we talk about UFC. Um, I'm not gonna lie, man. We went ahead and had our predictions for the White House card, and before we get into the upcoming card, we wanted to talk a little bit about this,
Yeah.
bro.
So was on.
Before we even get there, let's
Yeah.
start off with Diego Lopez and Steve Garcia, dude.
I mean,
Um,
great win.
Great win. We
Uh,
knew that was gonna happen.
Garcia kind of flailed himself in there, and I was saying during the fight, if Diego Lopez slips one when he's inside, he is going to connect, and he did slip one and connected. And Garcia, I mean, he's got the power, but Diego Lopez is just durable like that. I mean, he handled 5 rounds twice from Volkanovski, pause. But great win for Diego Lopez. Finishes him off with a ground and pound, and just a statement when saying, "Yeah, let's get that trilogy, get that Volk trilogy."
Dude, yeah, that ain't happening. That is definitely not happening.
If they're
But
gonna make it happen, they will make it
here's the
happen.
thing, right? Steve Garcia should have never started trading shots.
No, stay outside. You got to stay off the
He
outside
won the first
with
round.
Lopez. He did.
Um, yeah, no, that was like quite possibly a very, very, very low IQ moment. Standing and trading is like kind of like throwing a knife at somebody. If it hits, it sticks. If it doesn't, congrats, you just threw your weapon and now they're coming
Stand and
towards you.
bang.
Um,
He did stand and bang.
yeah, hey, I'm not gonna lie and say it wasn't entertaining, but I'm just
Oh,
saying
hella entertaining.
from a pure IQ fighting moment that was like just not a wise
No,
decision.
no. You
Uh,
stay
that,
outside. You pick them apart. That's how you
dude,
win.
yeah, no, like I don't know what it was like where you were training, but like at my gym at Siege, dude, we were never incentivized to stand and trade. Like, I mean, we did
We
drills for
always.
it,
Yeah, of course you have to.
but um we always tried to avoid it, like if
Hmm.
possible. Like I used to like standing in one spot and trading, but then I realized like I'm way too. I was about to say I'm way too long. My reach is way too long
Yeah.
for me to be doing all that. And dude, I just noticed like with these shorter guys, dude, because their arms are a lot shorter.
Hmm.
Dude, they were just beating me to the punch a lot more often. So I had to learn
Yeah.
to keep my distance, do some footwork. But
Yeah.
man, like, dude, you're a professional fighter. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like,
And
I just was
yeah.
not a bright moment.
No, it was not. Here's my take on the stand and bang. I did some sparring work with Michael Flanagan Monday. Guy's a killer. But what I realized was every time he would wait for you to come in and you'd have to cover yourself up, and he'd cover himself up. So he'd just wait for something to happen. He's a very long guy. So every time I threw a simple combination,
Countered.
he countered with his kicks, and he countered with long ones and twos that were angled differently. And one of my training partners found out that the way to get to him is just to attack the body when he's covered up like this. Because if he's just going to cover up like this, his body is exposed. So you have time to just attack his body. And especially if you're a shorter guy, you're not worried about that longness because most likely you're going to be hitting, most the part of the hand or part of the leg where it's not going to be as much of pain. So you're inside, you can just rip those shots. But
Yeah,
exactly, that's why Volk succeeds in that. Volkanovski, he was able to succeed in that, especially with Lopez and other fighters, because he's a short, stubby guy who can do that.
yeah. No, Steve is not. He's not Alexander Volkanovski. You
He's a
know.
long guy,
Yeah. No, I can't.
lengthy guy.
Can't play that game with him,
Right.
girthy. But yeah, no. We can we can
Pause.
not
Pause.
resume, bro. But next we had Bo Nickel versus Kaldakis. I was wrong.
This one we got
I
wrong.
I was
We were. Yeah,
well, no,
you
you
thought
went for Bo, right?
I did, but actually I did go for. But you thought Dawkins would get a Darce choke, but I didn't expect him to actually. I thought Dawkins was gonna win going into it, like towards the end. But I just had the feeling that Bo Nickel would be able to do it due to his wrestling, not because he knocked him out, but he knocked him out. It was a pretty clean knockout too. And
It's
people are
true.
saying, "Oh, they stopped the fight early," but no, Dawkins was covering up like that.
No, that was not a
You
early
stop that
stoppage.
fight. He can't defend himself anymore. He's just standing, just waiting for them to stop the fight.
Yeah, no. I
And
mean, it was a good stoppage, I think. And here's the thing. I was shocked. I feel like they stood him up pretty quick. They said, "This is the
yep.
White House card, baby. We ain't here for none of that crotch
Oh yeah, none
sniffing."
of that crotch sniffing. No, no, no. They stood him up, and then Nickel did what he did, and now he's actually ranked number 15 in the division of middleweight. He's now 15th ranked, and it looks like in the future he'll be getting a ranked opponent. Knowing how the UFC is, they love
D-
their Bo Nickel. They
They
love him.
they really do. Dana White
He's
privilege.
he's one of their golden children.
He is, bro. He 110% is. I mean,
But
his
I,
striking
but I,
does get better and better.
yeah. But I see why though. I mean, he is excelling, and that wrestling combined with better and better striking, it's gonna make you into a really dangerous fighter. So credit to Bo Nickel, great job. Kyle Dawkins now has a losing record in the UFC. He's 4-5. So not the greatest look for him, but you know what? He'll get back up.
I know it's crazy. We were watching the me and my girlfriend, we were watching the fights. And she
Mm,
was like, "Oh, he's wrestling, blah blah blah." I was like, "Wait, wait, 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 wait." I was like, "Give it a chance." I was like, because here's the thing. I understand from her perspective how that could be boring, but I was like,
yeah.
here's the thing. Him going for those takedowns is gonna set up the hands. I was like,
Yes. Because
just
once
give
you
it a
get the fear
second.
of the
And
takedown,
yeah, dude, you lower your hands. I tell her this all the time. And dude, surely enough, man, he got his clock cleaned.
yep,
But yeah, that's all she wrote for that one.
yep.
Mauricio Hoofy versus Michael Chandler, dude, bruh.
Should Michael Chandler should have never been in that cage with
We,
Hoofy.
we,
Um,
dude, he should
he
have
looked
held out for his
every time.
McGregor shot.
Every time he threw a strike, it didn't land. Mauricio Hoofy did doing what he does best, picked him apart from the outside. Those spinning wheel kicks were definitely he was spamming them, but they landed. They connected every time. Michael Chan's like at 40, and now he's actually unranked in the lightweight division. Mauricio Hoofy moved up 2 spots to 7, but Michael Chan is now unranked for the first time in his career ever since his debut. And yeah, just bad for Michael Chandler. I think he should have been cut. He's 2-6 in the UFC, and the losses just keep getting worse and worse. So not a good look for him. As for Hoofy, it was a sparring session for him. He didn't really have to do much. He just kind of did what he did, and maybe he'll get some
Yeah,
better competition.
110%. Not too much to go off on that one. Josh Hoke versus Derek Lewis,
Michelle Obama is a man.
brother. Derek Lewis, what the hell?
Again, same thing story with Lewis. He shouldn't have been in the cage in the first place. He's 42. He's going up against a guy who is junior by a long shot and faster. And it looks like he doesn't want to be in here. He's just wobbling he was just wobbling around. His all of his strikes looked like they were in slow motion. And yeah,
I
remember the only reason sorry, go ahead.
no, go for it.
The only reason he's on this card is because Donald Trump wanted him to be on it. And again, like shouldn't have happened. Derek Lewis is now 11th ranked, and Josh Hogan is now the 4th ranked. Heavyweight contender moves up over Waldo Cortez Acosta. So yeah, Josh Hogan is
Honestly,
now
man,
considered a legit contender.
I knew Derek Lewis just was not feeling it anymore when that dude pulled guard on Acosta.
Oh yeah, no, you don't pull guard on a guy that's younger than you and bigger and faster. Like especially if you have zero jujitsu.
And he didn't even like try to like, bro. He
No,
all Costa did was move his legs out the way, get on him.
yeah, he gave up, and you're
Like
right, he did
totally
give up. But
glass
can we talk
cannon.
about Josh Hogan's armbar attempt? In jiu-jitsu in my class we were laughing, we were cracking up just how bad the attempt was. He had everything right. He just needed to posture up his hips to bend the arm, and he didn't do it.
It's
Derek
crushing his
Lewis's arm
nuts.
was
That's why he
just
was screaming.
straight. He's like, and I'm like, move it off to the side so you can put it on an angle.
Or put it under your armpit, lean back.
Oh
Like, dude,
yeah, yeah, you could
there's so many
tuck it in, just do
ways.
something.
There's so
But
many
then,
ways he could have finished that. I'm glad he didn't because my parlay survived.
yeah.
But
But Lewis
yeah,
must have been
no,
so confused. He's just like,
that
why
was
is he not pulling? Why is he not breaking the arm? Why is my arm not broken? What's going on?
yeah, no, dude, it was bad.
It was very bad.
But yeah, no, Josh Hokit for the win, right? Hopefully he goes on. I think he should fight Sergey Pavlovich next. Pavlovich.
Yes, Pavlovich,
I think
but
that'd be a great fight.
It would be a great fight, but I think Pavlovich would beat him. I mean, Pavlovich, he's been out for a while, and I think he needs to fight Cyril Gahn
He just
or
fought
Alex Pereira
recently.
next. Yeah, against Talison Teixeira and knocked him out in 30 seconds. But I think he deserves a little better competition. I think he is still the most dangerous fighter in that division. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, I know he lost to Aspinall, but everybody loses to
Lost to
Aspinall. But
Volkov
I think
too.
lost to Volkov too. But at the end of the day, I think Pavlovich is still very, very dangerous. He's got hands
No,
like
same.
bombs, but he's got to be gone. He has to be gone. And, I think gone is. We'll get to him in a second. We'll get to him in a second.
Sean O'Malley versus Ayman
The
Zahabi, brother.
Sugar Show with the salute KO over Eamon, the hobby. Screw the Canadian. Nobody likes Canadians.
Dude, nobody
O'Malley,
likes the
what you.
French either. Okay, yeah, we'll get
Nobody
to
likes the
that.
French either.
But
O'Malley,
yeah, dude,
it's
O'Malley.
everybody's
What
waiting. I
else
mean,
did we expect? I mean, Ayman
the walk
Zahabi,
off
bro,
KO.
they set this dude up to die. You can't convince me
Yeah,
otherwise.
I mean, he kind of deserved it, to be honest, because he got robbed, because he robbed Jose Aldo and he robbed Vera. And he kept hitting O'Malley with these weird kicks. He was just coming inside. He was blitzing, kicks his inside leg, and just comes out. Like, that's not going to win you a fight. And then
No.
O'Malley clips him, I believe, with the jab, falls down, and then O'Malley gets him again with the 1-2. And then he doesn't even just try to finish him. He just salutes, as the
No,
ref
he
calls
didn't
it
get him
on.
with the jab, bro. Uh
It was a
Ayman
jab from the
Zahabi
back. He was like that.
Zahabi tried to rush in. He stepped back and threw a left straight down the middle, wobbled
That's
him,
a
and
jab.
then huh? No, it was a straight from
Okay.
southpaw.
Oh no, he did throw from southpaw. I thought it was from orthodox.
Yeah, no, dude,
My
he threw
bad.
a left down the middle, wobbled him, and then I think he went into orthodox after throwing it, like he kind of
And then
like he
went
usually
for
does,
and went
and
for a
then
one
threw a
two.
right over it, just
Yeah.
straight on his jaw, dude.
And
And
then
yeah, dude, got the Canadian out of here, bro.
Zahabi was protesting. He was like, "No, no, no! What happened?" I'm like, "Dude, you were
Brother,
wobbled. You're not.
anytime
You're not.
somebody
You're not getting up."
anytime somebody falls and doesn't brace or like, intelligently fall, uh
Yeah.
dude, if I see your arms go,
Alexander Pantoja.
bro, yeah.
Alexander Pantoja.
Yeah, no, dude. He was done. And then like, bro, what's best case scenario? Or worst case scenario is, dude, all Sean O'Malley would have done is get on top of you and start bashing your
Yeah.
face in.
Yep. But
Alrighty,
again,
moving
next up,
on. Alex
Alex
Pereira versus
Pereira versus
Cyril
Cyril Gahn.
Gahn.
Heartbreaking. Cyril Gahn obviously had a lot of back of the head shots. As we see, we have Herb Dean explaining what a back of the head shot is. It's actually the back of the neck, not the back of the head. Again,
Dude, and did you see, like, it's such a narrow
yeah,
like thing for illegal
how do you
shots?
like hitting people in the back of the neck? Like, no, you're gonna try to hit their head. But Pereira would have lost the fight anyway. He looked very slow, too heavy in my opinion. I think every
Hmm.
time he was throwing some of those head kicks pretty good, but his reaction time was far off, and that's just all that inflammation you got in you. Your reaction time just gets off, and he wasn't, gone. Just was too fast for him. Moved way too comfortable against him, and it was a great win though. He outstruck him, made him bleed pretty bad, and he's gonna fight Aspinall in Paris. I hope and get that
Yeah,
done.
I think Pereira just focused on getting too big. Like, cause Cyril Gahn, I mean, I think no, he's around the 250 range, but like, dude, someone like a Hokit that's 230 pounds still sees success in a
Yep,
heavyweight
and like
division.
And like speaking of Hoka, like even he said like yeah he got in too much into the heavyweight persona, and you got to be light, you got to be comfortable with the way you're moving. So he got way too comfortable in the heavyweight persona, and he was just trying to put on as much weight, and he should have realistically stuck at where he was. He was 242 naturally, 230. He should have stuck around there, and he would have. I think he would have beat
I
Gone,
think he would have beat him.
made him much
Yeah.
more competitive.
Yeah, that wasn't competitive at all.
No, it was sad. It was sad to see, and I mean, he had him clipped at the end of the first round, and then Pereira, he wasn't blitzing like he always does. He wasn't coming in and blitzing, so his reaction time was just way slowed down, and mental clock was way slowed down. And by the time that he realized what happened, Gone had already done his thing. And as soon as his back hit the cage, I'm like, no, no more.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah,
Ilya
and upset.
Tapuria.
Our prediction was very wrong, but then again, everybody else's was.
Everybody else is, bruh.
We said Tory by murder, but no. Gaethje beats him in four
Here's the thing.
rounds.
This is what I will say. I wanted Gaethje to win because he was the American, right?
Of
And he's from
course.
Arizona.
Yeah,
He's
Stafford.
Mexican. A lot of people don't know that he's half Mexican.
Oh yeah.
And I'll claim anybody. Dude, I don't care if you're 2% Mexican. I'll still we will still claim you. Yeah, no. Dude, talk about the perfect game plan
Oh yeah.
to
It was executed amazingly.
like as soon as I saw that he was reaching in for like his leg with his left hand and then coming up with the uppercut because he knew that Tapuria would duck down.
Yeah,
You had that, dude. The fact that he wrestled with Tapuria,
he did,
bruh,
and he won.
that
That second
was
takedown he got, that was awesome. But I will
I
say
was
this.
not expecting that.
I will say this. Taporia had a chance. He had a chance to finish
Second
him in the
round,
second round. He was on top of him. He had hit him with body shots, and they hurt him a lot. I could tell it
dropped
hurt
him.
Gaethje a lot. Hit him in the liver, and he instead of trying to go for a ground and pound, he tried to go for a submission, which I don't think was smart. You got to go for a ground and pound that situation, and he would have won the fight, but because he didn't, he lost his eyesight in the third round, and by the time the fourth round, like that knee to the body, it just crippled him, and his brother saved his life. That I purely believe that Alexander saved his brother's life that night.
He was trying to keep him going.
No, that was Goddard actually. Goddard was trying to keep him going.
Brother, I
Goddard
guarantee if you rewatch the fight, the brother will say, no, 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 no. The brother was like, no, 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 he's fine. He can go out there. He'll go.
was that in the
And
third or
then
in the fourth? Was that
in
the
the
third or fourth
fourth,
round? In the fourth round, he had said we finished the fight, which means we're done. And Georgian, I actually have Georgian friends. I asked him to translate what he said. He's like, and what he said to Taporia was, "We're done. You're not fighting anymore."
oh, so okay, maybe the context was. I thought he said
The con
when we said we
No,
finished the fight. I thought he meant it like no, we finished the
no,
fight.
he called it off like, no, we didn't want to see.
Oh, okay,
Again,
that
that's his
makes.
little brother, and he didn't want to see him get beat down anymore. And it was a hard loss for Taporia, and it kind of deserved it because at the end of the day,
He needed humbling,
he needed humbling, and it was required.
bro. Yeah, dude, that was like talk about a fairy tale. Like just I don't even know how. Like, bro,
Rocky
Justin
Force
Gaethje,
type stuff.
dude. Justin Gaethje, right? The guy that got slept by Holloway, subbed by Oliveira.
Everybody
Um,
counted him out after he got slept by Holloway. Everyone's like, no, this guy's done. Send him into retirement. They gave him Faziev, beats Patty, changes Ilya's face, and it's kind of like Strickland with Hamzat. They're two back-to-back incredible upsets, and now we have two male American champions, which is freaking amazing.
yeah, no, I'm not complaining. Because here's the thing, I wanted Justin to win, but I really didn't think he had a shot. I really didn't think
No,
he had a
nobody
shot.
did.
But here's the thing, what I will say, do you think Ilya Tapuria should have mixed in his wrestling a lot more?
No, because Justin is first of all much bigger than Taporia, which makes the wrestling kind of cancel out. And Taporia evolved into a striker. So when it comes to that, they'd want to have more striking matches, and Taporia was winning in that. But as soon as it went to the ground, Justin was winning those. Because
Makes you wonder.
essentially,
I'll go for it.
go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say
Makes you
makes you wonder if Ilya Tapuria. Okay, let's say Conor McGregor wins this rematch, right? Or yeah, this rematch
with
with
Holloway.
or I mean Holloway wins this rematch with McGregor, and I think Holloway's gonna win.
Oh,
Um,
everybody. You never know. You
no,
never
hey,
know.
bro, what this taught me was anything could
Yeah.
happen, and MMA math does not matter. Um,
No, MMA math is
but
irrelevant.
it
MMA
makes you
math is
wonder
just
what'll happen at 155 between Holloway and Ilya. I mean, Gaethje really made Ilya look human, and I don't
yeah.
think we were expecting that. Like, no, we
No,
weren't.
nobody
Okay,
was.
nobody was expecting that. Let's keep it a buck. Um,
And and again, like that happens to a lot of fighters at the end of the day. Like DC lost. He looked inhuman at one point. Anderson Silva had lost. Like everybody goes through these kind of things. But we see, but what really makes the greatest fighters is how they come back from it. If he can come back stronger and if he can come back better, it just kind of shows like that's the kind of fighter he is. He didn't, that was just one bad fight and
Dude, Patty
he
had
showed
some words
he
for
did. Little
Ilya.
chorizo, little sausage.
Bro, yeah, no. That
He's like,
was
I went
funny,
the
but
full 5 rounds. He still got beat though.
yeah, he still got beat. And here's the thing, right? Losing to Justin Gaethje's not that bad.
No, it's not a shame because he's been involved in some of the biggest firefights ever, and the
And
guy's been
Justin
around for a
Gaethje had
while.
everything to gain that fight. Everything.
Yep,
Like, dude,
nothing to lose.
you like I'm sure this played such a huge factor. He's American fighting for the White House, dude. That's huge. I'm sure his coaches were like, "Hey, we gotta and I'm sure they lock in every time, but I feel like it being at the White House was so much more of a like, this has to be
Yeah,
perfect. This has
yeah,
to be like executed to like the 10th degree. Yeah, no, dude. I think
yeah.
Gaethje. I think he should have retired. I feel like that would have been perfect. Like, bro,
Yeah,
like, dude, you
yeah.
literally just
Are at the peak of your sport.
did the impossible. Like, I don't know. I think he should have retired, but yeah, no, dude. Hats off to Justin Gaethje. We salute you, bro. That was phenomenal. You proved all of us wrong. Um, yeah, no. I think we could go ahead and get into the upcoming
All right.
card.
Next, this week's card. Yes, absolutely. Um, Start from the beginning. Shane Collins and Atari Tanzivoli. Both guys are making their UFC debuts. Not much to say at featherweight. As I see here, Shane is projected to win. Shane is 7-0 out of USA Hollywood. Fights out of LA, California. Team Cobra MMA. 5 wins in Uriah Faber's A1 Combat. 5-0. One has the belt there. Defended it 2 times and making his debut against the Georgian, a new Georgian prospect. What's new? And yeah, against the Georgian, who was actually 0-1 in the Contender Series, but also making his UFC debut. So it'll be interesting. The Georgian has 7 wins by KO, and the American Collins has 4 wins by KO. So it'll be interesting to see. Both guys are making their debut. Don't really have much to say, and I'll just kind
I think
of
the
throw
fight
it up
ends
there.
in a knockout.
Yeah, probably be a knockout. I mean, both guys fighting for a contract, so for more fights, we'll see.
Levin Chokeli versus Leon Shabazian.
Leon Shabazian, the brother of Edmund Shabazian. By the way,
Is
Edmund
it?
Shabazian has, yeah, it's the brother.
Okay.
Leon Shabazian, 12-4, fights out of Freestyle MMA in Nevada. 0-1 in the Contender Series. He's also making his UFC debut. A lot of debut wins. What we love about these Apex cards is that's one good thing about them is there are a lot of debut wins. So we get to see talent that we've never seen before, and it'll be interesting to see what they can bring to the UFC. So he will fight against Levon Chokiel, who's again a Georgian prospect. What's new? All these Georgian prospects are coming out in the UFC. He is 14-3, much more experienced. 11 wins by knockout, 4-3 from Bellator, and also making his UFC debut. So we have 4 people making their UFC debuts. I'm gonna take Levon, based purely off of his record and his experience, and I think it'll be a great fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose Levon as well. Not too much
All
on
right,
that one. Carol Rosa, Luana Santos.
all right. Carol Rosa,
Um,
19-7, mostly a decision merchant, 8-4 in the UFC. Um, Recently lost to the likes of Norma Dumont, Aline Perez. Most recently beat Nora Cornell. She is fighting Luana Santos, who is 10-2. Fights out of Syndicate MMA, a very famous MMA gym, 5-1 in the UFC. She's on the rise in this division, and I think she will win by submission. She has 5 submission wins, and Carl Rosa, she's a bit old and she's a bit on decline, so I'll take my shows on Luana.
I got Luana as well. I don't know records, and I know that means nothing, but for not
Yeah,
knowing anything about these people, I'm gonna look at the record and kind of go off of that. So
yeah.
yeah, we both
Plus
got
the,
Luana Santos, and the yeah plus
yep.
100.
I mean, plus
There's
100, yeah,
juice.
take that. Michael Aspel Jr. versus Gaston Bolaños.
That
Michael
name
Aspel
sounds
Jr.
familiar. Let me see here.
out of 4 ounce Fight Club. He's at 1-2 in the UFC. He actually did lose his contender series. You know how you know the name? He lost to Luke Riley.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he lost to Luke Riley in London, and he's now fighting Gaston Bolaños, who is out of Peru, 8-5, 6-3 in Bellator, 2-2 in the UFC. So both guys are kind of middle, like kind of low end guys who are just kind of fighting for save their spot on the roster. And he's out of Combat Sports Academy. I am going to take Gaston Bolaños by knockout. As we
Same
see here,
here.
he does have crazy KO power. But Michael Aspel Jr., also 6 wins by knockout. But, we're going to go for the upset and see what happens. I mean, anything could happen, right?
Yeah, no, I got Gaston as well. Next we have Beatrice Mosqueda versus Melissa. Or no.
Mitch
We
Raposo
have Mitch
versus Alan
Raposo.
Nascimento. Mitch
Dude,
Raposo,
Raposo,
10
I think he's from Ultimate Fighter.
tough. He's from the Contender Series, not the Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, okay. Completely different person then.
Loses to Jake Hadley in the Contender Series, comes back, and in the UFC, he is 1-2. Has recently lost to Andre Lima and Suma Derji. Most recently beat Azat Maksum in the UFC 321, coming off a win against Alan Nascimento, a Brazilian. 22-6, a lot of wins. A lot of wins by submission. He's 4-1 in the UFC. His wins coming against Cody Durden, Carlos Hernandez, Jake Hadley, and it looks like, I'm gonna take Nascimento by submission. Looks like he just has a lot of experience, and he's just, I don't know, he's just bound to win. I just feel like he's got it.
Yeah, I got
He's
Alan
minus 190.
Nascimento as well.
Bia
Um,
Mosqueda versus Melissa Mullins. Where
bro,
do we know
minus
Bia Mosqueda?
600?
Yeah, Bia Mosqueda, very talented BJJ artist. 5 wins by submission. She did get DQ'd. She did win by disqualification once, which was kind of crazy. It was an illegal kick by Hope Chase, but placing Melissa Mullins, the English woman, 7-2, 4 wins by knockout, and she is making her UFC debut. So it'll. Oh, is she? No, she's not. She's not making a UFC debut. Most recently beat Claudia Saigula. So yeah, again, unknown women fighters, piss breaks, as we know. But yeah, I think I got Bia Mosqueda. She just has the momentum right now, and featured fight on the prelim, so I think she got it.
Yeah, no. I think Beatrice Mosquito all day. I mean, dude, those odds are crazy. Hey, bro, what do I know about odds anymore? I just saw Gaethje beat
Yeah.
the brakes off of Topuria. Anything's possible. Um,
Yes.
Mirzaly
Next up,
Magomedov versus Melsik Bagdasaryan.
Melsik Baghdasaryan, Armenian, 8-3, 3-2 in the UFC. Most recently, he's the guy that got destroyed by John Silva. He got knocked down. John Silva was protesting, like, "What are you doing? He's out," and then
Oh,
proceeds to destroy him. But yeah, John Silva whooped him about over a year ago. First fight in over a year. And Murtazeli Magomedov out of Kyrgyzstan. We love our Kyrgyzstanis. 1-0 in the contender series, obviously 10-0. 5 wins by knockout, 5 wins by submission. Doesn't let a fight go the distance. And honestly, I'm gonna take Magomedov. I mean,
same.
he looks like he's lights out. I mean, plus the Russian Magomedov name, not being, not being, not saying anything, but something about that name.
Nihorosho,
Just can't.
Nihorosho.
Нехорошо, блин. Очень проблем. Много проблем там.
Yeah,
But
no,
next
I
up,
I think
Andre.
Magomedov wins.
Yeah,
Andre Lima versus Kevin Borjas, bro. Kevin Borjas will never get a dime from me.
Andre
Andre
Lima,
Lima all day.
11-0, 5 wins by KO, 4 wins by decision. Most recently, just RNC'd, rear naked choke. Daniel Barres, pretty good. Also beat Raposo, Dos Santos, Igor Severino by biting. Okay.
Oh,
Facing
that's
Kevin.
him.
Yeah. Kevin Borjas, who is also Peruvian. I'm not going to say his nickname, but He is on a two-fight losing streak, lost to Suma Derji and Imano Rodriguez, and now he's fighting for a contract. Did also lose to Joshua Van at one point, but yeah, I'm gonna take Andre Lima. I mean, what is he? Minus 650, biggest, probably the biggest favorite on the card.
Yeah, he is.
I'll I'll take it. Next up, Christian Rodriguez versus Hyder Amil. We look at Hyder Amil, 11-2, fighting out of San Francisco. 3-2 in the UFC. Most um, two losses in a row to Jamal Emmers and got knocked out by Jose Delgado, the Arizona man, fighting out of the lab. But before that, he was on a three-fight win streak against William Gomes, Zhang Yang Li, and Fernie Garcia. He fights Christian Rodriguez, who is 12-4, C Rod. Also on a two-fight lose streak to Melchizedek Costa and Andre Fili. So both
I
these
got
guys on
Hyder
two-fight win
Mill.
streak. You got Hyder and Mel. That's pretty fair. I mean, what are the odds on that?
What
Christian
plus
Rodriguez, it's pretty
150,
fair.
minus 175. I mean, for the money, one plus 150. I got to go
All
Hyder
right.
Mill, and I actually do think he could win just off of activity. Christian
Yeah.
Rodriguez, he's not that
Eh.
entertaining.
Hyder Mill, I think he's got the entertaining factor down.
Oh, 100%.
Next,
Next we got Andre Philly
Vinicius
versus
Oliveira.
Vinicius de Oliveira.
Now,
Um,
Vinicius Oliveira, he was looking like a real killer in bantamweight at one point. I don't think we remember. He's 4-1 of the UFC.
he's
Has
down at
wins over
125 now.
135. He's
Oh
winning
yeah,
up
that's
to
right. Andre
145.
Philly is a what's it called?
He his fights he his fights in the UFC. Bernardo Sopaj, it was that crazy flying knee against the cage. He's that one. Ever since then, three submission wins: Ricky Simone, Said Nurmagomedov, Kyler Phillips gets
Mario
RNC'd
Batista
by
finished him
Mario
though, right?
Batista. Yep, kind of showed him who's boss. Andre Feely is his next fight. He was actually supposed to fight Giga Chikadze, but that fell out of proportion.
What weight is this at?
145.
145.
Andre Feely, 13-12 in the UFC, had pretty much a 50-50 fighter. Most recently just lost to Jose Delgado via split decision. He's just been up and down, hasn't had the best success in the UFC, just kind of like there to fight whenever you need it. Has a cool nickname though, but I got Vinicius
Andre
Oliveira
Touchy
taking this
Feely.
by knockout. I mean, he was looking huge at 135. I think the weight cut was too much, and that 145 weight cut's gonna be a little bit easier. And he's got power. Vinicius has
Oh, for
power.
sure. Um,
So I'm
Oliveira,
gonna
yeah, for sure.
Vinicius de Oliveira. Next
Next we
up,
got
Ion Cutelaba
Kutalaba.
and Navajo Sterling. Navajo Sterling, I've been watching him ever since his debut. Out of City Kickboxing with all those guys like Izzy. Uh, Volkanovski doesn't fight out of City Kickboxing, does he? No, I don't think so.
No.
Carlos Olberg, Dan Hooker, that whole gym out there. First win came against Tuco Tacos, Ivan Erslan, and then Rodolfo Beato and Bruno Lopez. 4-0 in the UFC, looking to make a statement against Ion Cutabala, the veteran, also known as the Hulk. Likes to paint himself green. Has
Navajo
13 wins by
Sterling all day.
knockout. I must still take Navajo Sterling. Beat Umar Sai by guillotine choke. But yeah, no, Ivo Aslan, I mean, Ion Cutabala, he's old already, and this is going to be really fun to see Navajo Sterling take that next step towards the rankings. And I think after this fight, he should get a ranked fighter because he is a dangerous, dangerous human being.
Yeah, he used to go to these really boring decisions, but I think his last fight ended in a knockout, which was really nice.
It did.
But yeah, no, I think Navajo Sterling is just a lot more technical
Yeah.
than on Kudalaba because Kudalaba just goes out there to swing and bang, and dude, you can't
Yeah.
do that like against
And a guy
high
like
level
and a guy
fighters.
like Navajo Sterling, very quick. He can evade that and use his distance striking to pick him apart and probably knock out Ion Cutabala. So again, we shall see.
110%.
And then the main event, a fight that everybody's been wanting: Manel Kape versus Kyoji Horiguchi. Let's go over here Horiguchi first. 36-5. Used to be in the UFC a long, long time ago. Had fought Demetrius Johnson for a title shot, lost. Leaves the UFC after 3 fights, goes to Ryzen, dominates over there until meeting Kaya Sakura, of course. Beats Kaya Sakura again for the title in Ryzen. goes to Bellator, loses to Pettis, Sergio Pettis, Paxi Mix, goes on a bit of a win streak in Bellator, goes back to Ryzen, wins a championship there, comes back to the UFC, beats Tagiru Ulanbekov via rear naked choke, defeats Amir Albazi, and he's like, what, 36, 35? He's 35 years old. He's showing these young bucks, like, yeah, this is me, and I'm back. We go against Manel Kape, who is possibly one of the hottest flyweight prospects. He is 7-3 in the UFC. Just knocked out Brandon Royval. Just knocked out Aso Alimbayev. Knocked out Bruno Silva. His most recent loss came to Muhammad Makayev, and that's kind of a controversial one because Makayev, I believe, he was taken off his shorts, right?
Yeah.
And that's what caused him to get cut. But before that, he had been in Ryzen, had a pretty solid run in Ryzen, beat Kaya Sakura for a title there. And ever since then, he's just been on a roll. Beat Oda Osborne, and he is looking like a really, really dangerous threat towards Joshua Van's title.
I
And
got
I would love to see him.
Kyoji.
You have Kyoji. I'm gonna take the upset in Kyoji too, and I think it'll be an exciting fight. I'm just
No,
excited
that's
to
gonna
see.
be dude. Just two 125ers just slinging leather, bro. I'm there
Yep,
for that.
yep.
That is
Oh
gonna be a
yeah,
phenomenal fight. I am
it will
extremely
be
hyped for that.
fantastic. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah, no, I think Kyoji Horiguchi is just he has more tools in the belt than Manel Cop. I
Yeah.
think Manel Cop is just gonna go for knockout. And dude, could he get
Hmm.
it 110%? Dude, he knocked out Royval, which I was not expecting.
I
Um,
was expecting it 100%. Royval is just, I think ever since that Van fight, Royval has just been defeated. I think that really defeated him mentally. Because
yeah,
getting
he
beaten that bad on a stage like that,
no, totally understandable.
it changes you. It really does change you.
But yeah,
But
no, Kyoji all day. I think
he's
you
got
know,
the wrestling. Kyoji has the
I
wrestling.
think it might go to decision. Yeah, I think it'll go to decision. But I wouldn't be shocked if he pulls off like a sub or even a
I wouldn't be
knockout. I
shocked
think
either.
Kyoji could do it all.
Yep, he's that kind of fighter. He's evolved so much ever since that fight against Demetrius Johnson that he's been able to acquire all these skills and to become a very disciplined and very experienced fighter. Because that's what people need. That's what we need in the UFC are veterans who actually are experienced and can still win, like Justin Gaethje, like an Oliveira, like a Sean Strickland, who have fought so many fights and they still proven that they can hang with these young guys.
No, for 110%, yeah.
And
But yeah, no. Beyond that, did you have any other things to add?
yeah, some news. Jamal Hill's moved to heavyweight. I'm very excited for that. I mean, he's
I
very
didn't know
fat
about
as it
that.
is. Yeah, he wants to fight Hokit. He's like, I'm gonna move to heavyweight and I'm gonna fight Hoke. I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah,
You're
no,
not fighting him.
does not work like
It won't.
that.
It won't happen. Some other fight news that came out. I believe the Labs Trayshawn Gore has a fight scheduled for July. That July 18th card is looking really nice. For what's it called? Oklahoma. It's looking really nice. Yep. Pull it up. It is looking really nice. Kevin Holland, Jacoby Smith, Jared Cannonier, Tommy McMillan, Chase Hooper, Jose Delgado. There's gonna be a lot of Arizona fighters on that card, so it'll be a really good card to look at. But yeah, other than that, Conor McGregor, Max Holloway talked some smack on the White House podcast on the White House show. It's pretty awesome,
Yeah,
and
no, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for that,
I'm
dude.
hyped for that. That card's gonna be freaking amazing. And yeah, we'll just have to
Yeah,
see what happens. And other than that, waiting for this weekend. We don't discuss boxing on this show because boxing is rigged. It'll always be rigged. Nobody likes it. And
agreed.
yeah,
So thank y'all for coming out. That was the 10A podcast. But before we go ahead and go out, my buddy Aaron over here does have something that he does and does it very well. Very well. Go ahead and take that away.
Aaron Kushmakov. I'm an Arizona realtor with the Lawton team. With Every Place, we are now a new brokerage called Every Place, and it is our own independent brokerage. We have straight away from my home group. We are the top team in Arizona, featuring the top agents such as me. And if you want the best real estate services, the best communication, and the best personality, I'm your guy.
This is true. Beyond that, y'all have yourselves a great rest of your day and stay blessed. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.